Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play FrogComposband. As Ayali the Hydra, still, who is now officially a loser because I did it. I couldn't resist against better judgment. I was just doing another tour of the places, of all the towns, checking the shops and whatnot. I did end up curing my wisdom that was drained and the curse that I had, and I don't know, something else. Oh yeah, and I had noticed something weird toward the end of the episode, but I don't know exactly when it happened. I didn't try super hard to look through the video to see anything, uh, to see where it might have happened. I have an idea, maybe. But, well, first things first. I ended up here at the arena, and I think I told you about the enemies I had been defeating, and how the next one was the Vampire Lord, which I was scared of at the time. And I figured, what the heck. I gained another level or two. I'm stronger now. Let's give it another shot, and then, well, I defeated him. Just very barely, but I did. Which gave me... Oh, that was the 30th fight, right. Or rather, the Vampire Lord would have been the 27th, because I had beaten 26 before, I'm fairly sure. What came after that one? Apparently, two more. Oh yeah, one of them was Barney the Dinosaur. And I definitely remembered that one being way tougher than you would think, than the name suggests. Which is of course a joke. And I defeated that one without too much trouble, actually. So the Vampire Lord I barely survived. The worst part about that fight turned out to be a lot of bleeding. I mean, I guess in hindsight it's maybe not that surprising, but, you expect your blood being drained and stuff being drained by vampires, but I was just taking so much bleeding damage. But then I was somehow able to close the gap eventually and killed him relatively quickly, and I just barely survived. So that worked out. And then I figured, just YOLO the next one. I think the next one was not Barney, but some sort of... was it Gru the Wanderer or something? I don't know if that's from somewhere. Completed quests, uniques. Oh yeah, Gru the Wanderer. Apparently the second highest thing I've killed. But that guy was a pushover. He barely did anything. Maybe I just got lucky, I don't know. And yeah, then next was Barney the Dinosaur, and I was fully expecting to die against that one, because I definitely did in the past. I have died to that guy in the past. But I defeated him as well. I think some of his attacks were poison, which of course I resisted. So it was a relatively even match, and I came out on top. And then the next thing was a Dark Elven Sorcerer? Yeah. And that's the one that killed me. And I had absolutely no chance. Not even because of any nasty status effects or anything. He teleported around a bunch, so I was only able to hit him like twice or so. Which dealt okay damage, but then he blasted me with a single spell that took me from 300 something to 50 hit points in one go. That's a little bit absurd, I must say. I don't know what element that was. I think actually just darkness, which I technically resist. But yeah, even with that, even with one layer of resistance, that just took away 70% of my hit points or so, or I don't know. Yeah. So I got what I deserved for just tempting fate over and over and over again. I got some good XP out of it, and I actually got a scroll of genocide from one of those, and I decided to just use it. It's supposed to wipe out an entire species of monsters, and I was thinking, and I'm sure, once again, like in so many cases, experienced players have their list, their priority list, this thing to eradicate first with their first genocide scroll, and then, in order of decreasing priority, and, I don't have that. I was thinking about the things that tend to give me a lot of trouble, and I settled on hounds, because hounds come in all kinds of different flavors, and the later ones, breathing shards and nexus and, well, anything really, all the elements that exist. Chaos, I suppose, must also be in there somewhere. Those tend to be... They come in swarms, they blast you from far away, sometimes from, before you can even see them, around corners and stuff, and destroy your stuff, and they deal tons of damage. the more annoying ones. So I figured I'd go with that, capital Z, and it asked me to enter the letter, and I did. And technically I should be able to let's see here. Can I test that real quick? Yeah, so my capital Z works. I mean, sometimes, you know, there sometimes are keyboard shenanigans. Less so with this game than previously with Hangband, where I wasn't able to use inscriptions because, yeah, because of some sort of keyboard layout typeset incompatibility or something. Whereas in this game, I have not felt the need to inscribe anything, but I could in theory. Yeah, anyway, so that would have worked. It didn't give me any confirmation or message about it failing, so maybe it worked. Maybe we're not going to encounter any more hounds. I don't know. So that's the main thing that happened, I suppose. Right, also I'm almost dead. The arena does not kill you, it just kicks you out, but yeah. I think, actually after the Sorcerer's last hit, I was at negative 150 hit points or so. So it's nice of them to even heal me at all after kicking me out. We want to just rest for the evening. I mean, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to teleport to where we need to be, which I think is Morivant. It is Morivant. Okay. I suppose while I'm here I can also eat. And we are ready to just go on with our lives. Yeah. We have all our stuff. I don't know, I guess I didn't find anything super exciting while I was touring the shops. I did stock up on some potions, deposited some extras I had. I ended up with in my home, and that's about it. Some Elvish Waybread, like one or two of the shops had a handful of them. So I guess we're good on food. The stuff doesn't weigh a lot, so I would be okay with having an even bigger stack, just so I don't ever have to worry about it. Anyway, Dark Elven Lords, like the third quest in a row from the Thieves Guild here that are all level 25. Yeah. Surely there's not going to be a Dark Elven Sorcerer in there. No, there wouldn't be. That wouldn't make any sense. Level-wise, that wouldn't work out. So, detect. No, enlighten first. Detect. Okay. So, tiny little level, which is, I mean, good and bad. Might be mostly bad because that just means there is nowhere to hide from me. Or nowhere to run to. I have to face everything head on, but that was the plan anyway. So we got stone golems, stone giants. Right. So on the upper path, I suppose, we have golems and stun walls. Stun walls I've dealt with before. They're not bad, I don't think. Golems I've also dealt with before. Oh yeah, also... Actually, come to think of it... Oh. Wait. Interesting. Yeah, you might have noticed that there are now 4 little extra windows on the side. The plan was to have window 3 showing monster recall, so I could always see, you know, what I'm looking at right now, the monster definition, and I guess the amount of experience to expect. Yeah. Just at a glance without having to check, which I'm often too lazy to do. But, you know, I figured having that info right there would be beneficial. And I'm sure it would be. But it does make things a little bit cramped. Also, I tried to... Yeah, and it wouldn't... And I've done very limited testing. Basically just against that sorcerer that killed me. And, well, all the info wouldn't really fit in there. The problem is I can't really decrease... Well, yeah, the inventory window has to be the size it is, right? Because otherwise it's not going to be able to display all our items when it's full. I guess I could reduce the list of monsters a little bit. And I could always take away more from message log. I mean, it's okay the way it is. I think it shows enough past messages. I mainly have it there to, you know, as I said when I started the series, for, you know, quickly being able to check anything that I might have just skipped over. So just the last message or two is technically fine. But yeah, it's getting a little bit cramped. And unfortunately, the info here is relatively, in the monster recall is relatively vertical. So we would ideally want a taller window for that, because we can't just remove the, the blank lines. That would help to condense things down nicely, but that is not an option. And so I tried to reduce the size, and apparently by trying to reduce tile height, I think, which is an option, that just broke it completely. Now it's just not displaying anything. So I'm going to pause real quick and try to fix that, because making any changes to font size and things just messes up the layout and the window sizes and everything. Okay, it's working again. That is almost the minimum font size, and yeah, it's tiny. I have to squint to even be able to see, but I can get the information I want. The problem is, this one, the Dark Elven Lord that apparently I looked at before. I don't know why it's showing that one actually, because clearly the last thing I looked at was the Stone Golem. Okay, that one also fits, but yeah, some enemies are going to have more attacks, for example, so there's going to be more in that section, which is going to push everything else down. And I guess often I'm most interested in whether I've killed something before. So if it shows, or how many of the things I might have killed in the past, and the XP it's worth, if it's basically worth killing at all. Oh well. It's better than nothing, I suppose. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna give it a go. It's probably gonna be extremely difficult to read on video, if at all possible. Stone Giant. Level 18 to 70. What does that even mean? Is that useful info? I guess it just shows you where it can appear in the dungeon, but not necessarily the level of this creature in question. Stun wall. Oh, apparently I haven't killed any of these. Never mind, so I must have confused those for some other similar enemy. No, haven't I? Sentient section of wall. I swear I've encountered those before. Dweller on the threshold. Haven't killed those here, so that's a bit scary. I think these things summon enemies, so might be best to avoid the lower corridor if we can. And then of course we have the Dark Elven Lords, which I have killed 3 of. I don't remember. Well, apparently I've only observed them hit in melee, so maybe they're not spellcasters. Anyway, we're just gonna go, I suppose. What else can we do? Speed up, yes. Might as well use heroism as well. We have higher level quests to deal with. I was considering using my Holy Prayer scroll just for good measure, but maybe we're gonna hold on to that one. I mean, I guess we're not really gonna be teleporting out of here, or teleporting away to safety, so do I just berserk? I guess I do. Okay, those golems have already awoken, and I just one-shot them. That is very encouraging. Okay, I mean, I'm also one-shotting the stone giants. I expected those to be a lot tougher. Oh, and things are coming. The stun walls... Oh, they're gonna open the door. The bottom corridor. Okay. Well, let's quickly take out the golem, and now we're facing 2 Dark Elven Lords. Okay. Oh, we just one-shot them. I thought they were going to be a lot tougher. Never mind then. So how about these stun walls? We destroy those. It throws a large rock. Oh no. Yeah, I don't really know if there is any good way to counter that kind of attack. I mean, better armor, I suppose, more hit points, but I don't know if there's anything you can do to prevent item destruction, which is, especially potion destruction, I suppose, from these kinds of long-distance, heavy-hitting impact attacks that, certain large humanoids, monstrous giant humanoids like to use. So we're losing a bunch more of our potions. Not too many, I suppose, but we have been given a cut. It wasn't the worst of those types of hits. I didn't take a huge amount of damage, but... Okay, something blinded me. That's okay. I know where those wall things are. And I just attacked something. I think it's, well, is it another golem or giant? Either way, I killed it. Okay. It shouts, ha, you're hit by something solid, you've been given a bad cut. Your points are looking fine. But we lose another 2 speed potions. Extremely unfortunate. Potion of heroism, kind of whatever. Okay. I hit something, it dies. But I'm still being attacked by something. So did something immediately step here next to me? Also, we have started losing some health at this point. But that's okay. Actually, let me use... No, I can't. Well, I can, actually. 30% fail chance only while berserking for my cure wounds. I'm gonna risk that. It worked, actually. It did not cure my sight, but that's just not what that does. Okay. Something was directly to my right. And I've killed it, but something's still attacking me. It might be the golem from behind? It was. Okay. Can I close that door? Yes. No longer dazed, that's good. And I'm not currently being attacked. Just waiting for the blindness to subside. Okay, good. How about detection? It doesn't give me a fail chance for that. Yeah, but I assume it's similar to the other rods. Okay. Oh, apparently, I guess I've killed all the Dark Elven Lords. It's only the Dwellers on the Threshold that remain. Which might be the most dangerous creatures around. Oh, and the stun walls, actually, not with me here, but yeah, they don't really seem to be a problem. Okay. I would say we made it through that pretty well so far. Stun wall, get out of here. Okay, and these are just alarms, huh? I mean, that doesn't matter. But we just disarm those. Spike gauntlets, sure. Small leather shield destroyed. Iron shots with no enchantment. That amulet is not going to be worth anything. A ration of food. Don't need that right now. Cursed gauntlets, wonderful. Potions of resistance, okay. Always take more of those. It summons monsters. A hairy mold right next to me. Okay. I'm less berserk. Let's close the door real quick. Ooh, cursed gauntlets of slaying. Ring of combat. Chaos mastery. Well, we've seen that those are worth a pretty penny. Well, they can be. Those kinds of high-level spellbooks. Auto-destroying that. Trapdoor destruction. Right. Okay. Northern Frights. Rage spellbooks. Obviously, I have no idea how high-level that might be. Okay, also, I guess while the dwellers can't see me, they might also be stationary. Do we know that? Yes, actually, okay. A creature like a giant purple Buddha with lots of teeth. It cleans them with the bones of sorcerers. Okay, I'm not a sorcerer, so I guess I don't have anything to be afraid of. No, but I'm going to fully heal, of course. And I think since, well, they are all stationary, and I am going to have to deal with them all at the same time, my best bet is once again to just speed up and berserk and just kill them more quickly than they kill me. And hope not to get completely overwhelmed with summoned creatures. Oh hey, summoned monsters already. Troll priest, get out of here. Okay. Well, so far the things they summoned were quite manageable, but it's always, you know, a matter of quantity, of course, as well. Anyway, let's... Down to 19 potions of speed already. Ugh. It's fine, we're gonna find another nice stack at some point. Cold Vortex. Are you gonna explode? You did not explode, okay. Just... Oh, it's still recharging. I didn't consider that. Okay, so we're not berserking. Might be for the better, so at least I have a few more options in terms of consumables. Let's be heroic, though. I can see that Dweller on the threshold, yep. But... Okay, summons monsters. I should probably... Unless it's something super nasty. The Nue isn't. We've killed a couple of those and they're not that high level, but yeah, okay. Did not one-shot that second Dweller, but the first and third one. Okay. Yeah, that was not so bad. Okay. That was way less bad than I thought it might be. But did I get anything good out of this? I mean, not really. I guess I'll take the amulet, but that's just worth like 50 or so, right? If that. Okay. Anyway, quest complete. Yep. From these guys over here. Amulet of Trickery +2, Dex, Stealth, Searching. With a speed spell. Now, that is technically interesting, but the amulet itself is not great. I don't really need 2 points of Dex. No more quests? Oh, unfortunate. But that's okay. Heroism wears off, right? Yeah. I kind of need the resistances from the Defender and Elemental Amulets. I guess I don't know if I technically need the Berserk ability. Especially in the long run, I don't know if it's such a good idea to rely on that. Obviously, berserking is nice, it does make me a better fighter, but robbing myself of all the options, all my devices, anything but potions really, is a big risk. Yeah, but I don't really see myself using that other amulet, so thanks but no thanks. Okay, let's just sell things and then we have a couple other quests to deal with. Ooh, but we also have updated inventory here. Don't mind if I do. Now some speed potions would be nice, but that is pretty unlikely. I don't actually know. Have I seen them in a normal shop even? Well, let's sell those spell books. Only 1,000? Okay, so those were not the most expensive type, but that's still okay, of course. The regular amulet... Oh, wait, that's more valuable than I thought. Okay, at least a few hundred. The ring, sure. Yeah, that amulet. I mean, the invoke for speed is tempting, but it's also gonna have a pretty long cooldown, so... With a heavy heart, I sell it. Stone to mud. Yeah. Anything else? No. No. Wait, I did check here. Yep. Critical wounds. Okay. Oh, a potion will. Better than nothing. We'll get that. Curing. We have enough of that. We have some more than that even in our home inventory, so no need for those. Do we want to sell anything else? Oh, we have more spellbooks. What are those? Rage? Are those for warriors? Oh yeah, some sort of fighter. Okay. We have bread, we have our potions. Oh, and we have actual armor. I'm good at looking at my inventory and seeing things. Right, those cursed ones still sell for a bit. Same as the non-cursed ones, actually. Okay. Well, with that, I guess we go to clear the tunnels. More orcs. Tougher ones this time. We'll see how tough. I don't know if I need to eat yet, but that's okay. Anambar. E. Where's that tunnel? Do we know? Wait, oh, it's right in town, right? It's this one up here. No? Never mind. I guess we haven't seen it then? In a nearby hill. Okay. So somewhere outside of town, I guess. Let's actually rest, because I hate when it's nighttime. Nearby hill. Oh, over there. Okay. Also, well, no, I guess we're gonna check the shops after this expedition. Tunnel into it. And let's enter. Okay, there's a bit more of a cavern to explore. And we have 5,000 orcs. Well, 63 we can see from here. Not including any bosses for now. Orc Warlock. Okay, so I guess when you detect enemies, it just shows you in the monster recall the first enemy at the top of the list. Fair enough. We've killed 3 warlocks before, apparently. Interestingly, I can only see one. Oh wait, yeah. There is only one. That's why I can see only one. I've killed 3. Orc Berserkers, we've killed those before. Always go for the spellcasters first if we can. Orc Warlord, okay, now that is a new one. But we almost one-shot it. That is encouraging, for sure. Oh, right, the other major thing I wanted to mention. Do you notice anything here? How we have more than 3 abilities? 2 pretty strange ones. Smell monsters and Face Door. Okay, I mean, Face Door is not technically that weird, but where did they come from? Now, I tried to figure that out. I looked at my character sheet. I tried to look for a way to see my mutations, because that's where my mind went, and I think that's the only explanation that makes sense. I had noticed before that my HP regen is actually reduced, right? Overall regenerate is still 420%, but HP regen is apparently reduced on my character's side. It's not from any equipment or anything. To 294%. I don't really know what that means. What the overall regenerate means if the individual values for HP and SP regen are different. But yeah, so that's a thing, apparently, and that happened a little while ago. I think it happened independently of me gaining these 2 other abilities, Smell Monsters and Face Door, both of which, well, I suppose Smell Monsters has, you know, only has a 30% fail chance, scaling with Int apparently, but Face Door, scaling with Wisdom, has a 95% fail chance despite only being a level 3 spell. So I guess we're not really going to be using that. In fact, yeah, I mean, Smell Monsters I think is just some sort of monster detection ability. I haven't actually tried using it yet. The thing is, I didn't really catch when I got mutated, if that's what happened. My best guess is that it was maybe during the Vapor quest where I was hit with raw chaos, and I think mutation might be a side effect of that. There was, at one point, there was that message about my throwing arm growing stronger, if you remember that, and I thought that might have, I thought at the time that was just me hallucinating and the game creating random weird messages, as it does while you hallucinate. But maybe I really did mutate, just not in the way that the game told me, because I was so confused at the time. So it just displayed the text for a completely different mutation, because I don't know what growing or growing a stronger throwing arm would have to do with learning those specific 2 abilities and regenerating worse. So I don't know if I have one mutation basically that gives me those abilities, but also makes me, you know, reduces my hit point regen, or if it's 2 separate things. Either way, I haven't found a scroll of, I don't know which one it is, self-knowledge I think, that I hope would give me those detailed information, a list of my mutations. And while there is a single service that I could find that will cure mutations, that is actually in Anambar? Yeah. I should have checked there. I mean, there was no point because I think that costs like 140 something thousand. I mean, we might actually be able to just barely afford it. I think it's closer to 150k, which is just ridiculous. A service to cure mutations. There must be some kind of cheaper way to do that. I mean, I'm fairly certain potions of cure mutation exist. It's just a matter of finding them. So, yeah. For the time being, we have to just put up with our reduced regen and any other effects that I might not be aware of. Obviously, having these 2 extra abilities doesn't hurt, even if I'm not going to be making use of them. But yeah, it's just a curiosity. Blast them all. We actually killed the warlord. Okay, those also shout like bosses. Just an upgraded version of the orc captain, I suppose. Nice. Stinking Cloud is actually doing some good work against these guys here. Quite satisfying. Okay, the Uruk is resisting a bit. Or is it the Digger, actually? Which one are you? You're the Uruk. You're the Digger. Okay. They're both surprisingly tough, actually. We have killed those before. But we don't know their AC or hit points. Wonder what that is. Anyway. Come over here. I was shot by something. Ah, yes. Because there are just a bunch more orcs. And in fact... yeah, they're coming in from another cavern already, so... chances are that the entire cave is already on the way to my position. I suppose I could double check that. For now, I'm just gonna heal up real quick. That should be enough for now. Of course, I haven't even used any consumables or abilities yet, because it didn't seem like I needed to. Okay. Still don't see a boss. Maybe there isn't necessarily a boss, it's just a ton of orcs. Let's see. I am aware. So I have 3 sea monsters. I have 3 sea monsters. I see 3 monsters. None of them sea monsters. And I'm aware of another 79 monsters. Which might or might not be all the monsters that remain. Well, it's 2 less now. Ah, yes. Something's firing an arrow. I mean, I can fire stuff at your approximate position. It dies. Nice. But there were 2 enemies here. Let's detect again. Okay. You are a berserker. Yeah, you're just a bit tankier, so I guess I was hitting him, but obviously not killing yet. Well, I'll just continue to wait here. The berserker is making his way into melee range, of course. We're fully healed. Okay. Not sure if any more are on their way right now. The Trident of Westernessy. Okay. Fully identified too? Just fully identified. I wonder what determines that. Like we are still identifying stuff with our Helm of Knowledge. Maybe those just all happen to be enchantments that a regular identification will detect or will identify. Oh, there's the Orc Warlock. Okay, let's just get into melee as quickly as possible. We did. And we one-shot him. Nice. Gold pieces. Yeah, we're definitely taking this one with us, obviously. That should be worth a good amount. Paranoia. Cure Paranoia, actually. Never mind. That is the good version, of course. Amulet, I mean, I suppose we know that's worth around 400 or so. I hope we find some more stuff that's promising to be worth more than that. Pointy head. Array of cold rod, sure. Apprentice handbook, that does not sound particularly high level. Scrolls of object detection, I mean, might as well. Presence of objects. Yes. So some loot is already on the dungeon floor. Stone and hide armor, okay. Some bolts. A stinking potion, so an unknown potion type. Interesting. Quarterstaff. I don't know if the fact that those items were already there and not dropped randomly by enemies I killed means that they have a higher chance of actually being really good, but I wouldn't be too surprised if that's the case. A lance destroyed. Okay, let's check this little cavern here first. Oh, okay, there was still a warlock in there. Well, not anymore. Scrolls of teleportation. Thanks, I guess. The Quarterstaff of Morgul. Cursed, though. But definitely taking that with me. Something fires an arrow. Okay. Would something like to come to me, perhaps? What are we dealing with there? Okay, huge blockage in that tunnel. Yikes. One more warlock. For now. We got a shaman approaching from behind, though. But only 40 monsters that I'm aware of right now. Okay, but I'm also on the far right side of the cave, so I might just not be seeing all of them. Okay. Elemental, sure. Just some fire resist, nothing else. That's okay. Rodent skeletons. Snaga Sapper, of course. Can we blow you up before you blow me up? In other words, am I out of your range? I think I might not have been. Hard to tell. I think I took some damage, maybe, but not a lot either way, so that's all good. Mushroom of Cure Confusion, something fires an arrow. Probably this guy here. We got an Orc Warlord again. Took a little bit of damage, but nothing too bad. Okay, more arrows. I guess I just go in. Maybe one-shot the ones that I can one-shot. Actually forgot that the Warlord specifically, wasn't actually that bad. Sounds pretty bad, but okay, yeah. We got our stuff cursed, and I mean that just happens. Paranoian lamp. Cure confusion. No confusion here to cure, thankfully. Okay. Trying to curse me more. Fair enough. Let's map the rest of this place and detect again. Okay, I guess it was the... Oh, there are 3 more warlocks up in that chamber. I guess that's the reward chamber here. Let's see. Also, we got Cure Serious Wounds. Meh. Metal cap and padded armor. Okay, so we got some more pre-existing loot here. Curing, restore wisdom. Sure, I guess I'll take those with me if I can. Antidote, cure critical wounds. No, that's more like it. Heroism, sure. Always nice to replace what inevitably gets shattered. A stinking potion. 3 poison. Okay, but we got at least 2 unknown potion types here. That's always exciting. So I still haven't identified... what is this door doing here? What the heck? Still haven't identified potions of strength, of dexterity, of constitution. I don't know if there are other stat increasing ones or similarly sought after ones. I suppose. Okay, hit points are good. Doing fine, just stopping to check every now and then. Oh boy. Orc Warlord summons kin. Okay. Including Lukdush, the Uruk, who is right there. Yep. So I don't know how tough that guy is. I think this might be the time to start speeding up. And in fact, also maybe time to berserk. Do I even see the Warlock? Oh wait, the Warlocks are right next to me. Huh? Did they also get summoned? Can the Warlocks summon more Warlocks? That would be kind of messed up. Okay, Lukdush. Oof. It's not dying. Well, I mean, it's a boss, of course, so... Yeah, we killed him, though. Okay, Warlock stepped next to me. Very stupid of him, but I like that. This is obviously a pretty terrible place to be fighting things, but it's what it is. Okay, Warlord has been taken out. Hit points are looking okay. Occasionally being shot. Another Warlord. And an artillery. Let's try to use this and fail repeatedly. Okay. Oh, interesting. So the 3 Warlocks that were up in that chamber are on their way. Apparently there was another one that I completely forgot about. That must have done the summoning. Also, we got those 3 guys there, Cave Orcs. Are reinforcements actually coming from there? That would be kind of nuts. Oh. Well, either way, I am going to make my way over this way, hopefully to deal with those Warlocks before they can do anything too bad. Serious wounds, I mean, I guess I might as well drink those right off the floor. Warlock 1 is dead. Warlock 2 is dead. Warlock 3 is dead without summoning anything. Wonderful. Sign of Chaos. Yeah, I have no idea how high level those are. Let's take them for now. Another Western Nazi item. Berserker. Okay, that was not special in any way. Okay, non-magical katakana. Potion of Constitution. Well, let us just drink that right away. Very healthy. Oh wow, actually, that was worth a good chunk of extra hit points. Maybe I should be increasing my Constitution more than never, instead of just focusing, putting all my stat ups all into strength, basically, just as a meme at this point. I don't know. Restore wisdom, cure critical wounds, antidote, right, we don't really need those. Okay, some good stuff. Where was that other potion, though? I probably already identified it and it just wasn't anything noteworthy. Like was it a smoking potion? I don't know. I wouldn't know, of course, what it looked like before identifying it. Let's look at stuff here. Shoot acid, I don't know. I can never quite tell how valuable devices are going to be. The game seems to have pretty different ideas about their value sometimes than I do. Set of gauntlets. Right, non-magical stuff. Just trying to parse all this text spam as it happens, and not to miss anything interesting. Ray of Cold, sure. Barbarian Talisman. I mean, that one's not gonna be worth that much, I think. Apprentice Notebook, that just doesn't sound very high level. Lucerne Hammer Blessed, okay. Inventory is getting a bit full, but we might also not get that much more loot. So where did you guys come from? Did you just run back here? Set of gauntlets cursed? No. Okay, that was actually destroyed. I'm just gonna close that door for probably no reason. I doubt they actually spawned there. I mean, that would be kind of wild. And also, I mean, why? Why so few? What triggered it? Who knows? Okay. Just blow up the sapper in melee. I mean, I suppose when I can, I might as well blow him up at a distance. So we know there is one more warlock somewhere. And in fact, did it summon something? No, maybe these were all here before. Warlord has been taken out. There's the summon. It says, your head shall be my next trophy. Is there an actual elite in here? Should I be worried? Do we see... I mean, there's the Warlord that I just hit. Almost dead. The rest of them are not so bad. The Warlock must be around the corner, down the corridor here. And I would obviously like to kill that one. The smart thing is probably to use another speed potion, just because we're dealing with so many enemies. And they will land the occasional hit, so let's not be stingy. It's fine. That's what we have them for. Which ones are the diggers? So the bright white ones are the Uruks. These are black orcs. That's a digger. Okay, and that's actually only one. Yeah, surprisingly high level, I suppose, for having such a relatively unassuming name. But yeah, we want to fight our way that way as much as possible. Well, I suppose... No, we're gonna move down the corridor here. For the most part. And the Warlord. Warlock, oh my god. Am I ever not going to mix them up? The Warlock actually stepped next to me. But there is still another one, apparently. And we have Gorbag, the Orc Captain. Cool. Ooh, this might be... This might not be the best decision, but I am going to Berserk. Kill that guy. Yeah, okay. It was a 3-shot. You never know. I am going to make my way further down this way. There's gotta be a Warlock left though, right? No? Azog, King of the Uruk-hai? Oh god, wait. What summoned the kin though? Oh, wait, no. Something summoned these warlocks. Yikes. Okay, suddenly I don't like where I am. Will a potion of cure critical wounds heal more damage than I take here? Yes. A getaway. Oh, I'm no longer berserking. Okay. I think I'm gonna get away. I failed to use it properly with an 8% fail chance. I mean, fair enough. There is no effect? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I mean, it's supposed to use a random escape move. I've really only seen it... I've only seen it teleport me. I guess it might potentially also blink, but what else could it possibly have tried to do there that failed? Or can you never teleport on quest levels? Is that not a thing? Okay, okay. Let's heal up a little bit, if we can. Let's actually kill the warlock. Okay. I mean, yeah, the king of the Urukai is hitting me right now, but I mean, it's okay, kind of. We're also still fast. I'm gonna... I failed to heal. Yeah, that would do it. Can we not have that with a 3% fail chance? I'm still fast. I'm afraid of... I would try to get away again, but I would like to not be in the red hit points. Dude, how did things suddenly go so wrong? Maybe there was somehow another... I mean, I don't know what summoned the... What summoned the first group of monsters. Well, not the first group. Like 2 summons ago. This latest one... No, actually, I don't know what summoned these either. Because the warlocks were not there before. They must have been among the things summoned. I can only assume that there was actually still a single warlock, a pre-existing warlock that had somehow evaded me, snuck up on me from behind, summoned things, and I thought it was down here in this cavern, but it was actually behind me, and then summoned something as soon as I entered here. Let's try to heal again. Okay, let's try to get away just to confirm that it doesn't work. It works. So what was it trying to do before? Okay, good to know that there isn't somehow suddenly, inexplicably, something preventing teleportation in this type of level. I don't know if I should stick around here and heal, like rest until I'm healed. The enemies might already be on their way to my position. Of course, if I want to face them anywhere, in one of these one-tile wide corridors would be ideal. Like, if I can make it down this wide corridor and around the corner, I can intercept them here, and at least only ever face 2 at a time. Well, not counting any range attacks they might have. My hit points are coming back, but not that quickly. I can always down a few potions, I suppose. Maybe also drink a speed potion preemptively? I don't know about that. I think I'll wait until... let's drink a potion to heal. I'm not using my heal staff. Just save that. You know what? Yeah, heal mostly to full. There we go. That's fine. Okay, kill that guy. I don't see any enemies yet. Okay, okay. Now I start seeing them. Oh, but... yeah, most of them are still there. And there are only 3 warlocks. So I have absolutely no idea what summoned kin and got me into that mess I just escaped from. Oh, the cat is also going crazy. Why now? Jesus hell. Can you summon kin? No. No, I don't think so. These can. Wait. Where would it say? I mean, we know that these summon more orcs, but spells, offense, annoy. I swear, it should say somewhere. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being very confused, and it was never the warlocks to begin with. No, but surely it is. surely it's them. Well, I mean, okay, things have stabilized. We're back to the situation where there is really just one cavern with a couple of orcs left. I'm a little bit worried about crossing this open cavern here and getting swarmed with enemies again. But I guess at least now I know that the Rod of Getaway is going to work, probably. Hey there. Okay, I mean, that's the 3 warlocks. In theory, unless something invisible summons more of them. I'm gonna speed up again. Okay, Shaman is dead. And just to confirm, we're facing Azog, yes. Actually, we're about to encounter him here, which is fine. We have a Warlord. Actually, can Warlords just summon more orcs? Is that what I have been missing? Oh, they summon! It's the Warlords, not the Warlocks. Or maybe it's both. Okay, well, I knew I had to be missing something. I swear it was the Warlocks before, but maybe it never was. Then I've never actually seen anything, and it was always just it, summoned kin. Okay. Well, now that I know, I mean, I guess that's still a danger, because that guy is all the way in the back there, but if I can deal with Azog... Oh, I can't berserk anymore, that's okay. Okay, he's pretty tanky. He is going down, though. He's dead. Good. Very good. You know what? Let's heal up with a staff. Yep. Blow up everyone. Slowed down. Okay, well, that's okay. Only 2 charges left on the staff. Maybe let's drink another potion. Let's check where everyone is. Warlord is still hanging back there. Okay, let's charge. What else can we do? Lose memories, wonderful. Oh! Well, he made the critical mistake. He walked around the corner. He was curious to see if I was coming. And thus I won. Wow. Okay, hold on. Now I won. Okay, well, that was exciting. That was a level 27 quest. I mean, it was extremely smooth sailing, of course, until things almost fell apart. Mostly because of my misunderstanding of who was doing the summoning. Would that have helped? I guess maybe I would have... I don't know if I could have focused on that warlock... on that warlord more than I did. I mean, honestly, the fact... Yeah, I was taken aback by, you know, the summoning... well, summoning more... or the summoner, the unknown summoner, summoning more warlocks. Which, you know, didn't really make sense to me. A summoner that summons more of the same monster type that will then summon more and more, that's just a recipe for disaster. So, yeah. Anyway, we won. Yay. Didn't really lose much. I mean, a couple of potions of cure critical wounds, really, and that's it. That malfunctioning, or it wasn't really a malfunctioning, of the getaway rod, that was scary. And I wish I understood exactly. I mean, unless I just learned about it more, and it will exactly tell me. Provides a random means of escape. Yeah, that's just the spell description. So I guess unless I look up in an external source what exactly those random means can be. I mean, maybe it can sometimes try to teleport level, like teleport you to a different dungeon level, which honestly would kind of suck. I suppose I would really like just a rod of teleport, which I don't know if that exists. I don't think I've seen one. Because I would like to have a bit more predictability, you know? I suppose I could always go back to my stack of scrolls, but then, you know, the downside to those is they are maybe even more difficult to use, higher fail chance. I'm not entirely sure about that, but they can definitely not be used in the dark, and we are still not resistant to dark or to blindness. Like, I mean, yeah, you need to be able to read them in order to use them. So, yeah, no blindness resistance. So that is definitely an advantage of devices over scrolls. Anyway, what am I even looking at here? Oh, Constitution. Oh. Maybe I had seen this potion before when detecting items. That's possible. Constitution, yes. We're gladly going to take another one of those, and we're up to 474 hit points. Wonderful. Rusty chainmail. Heal monster. Wonderful. A broad spear. Yeah. Yagyu Bugecho. No, those turned out not to be very valuable. Those are the same ones. Chaos Mastery. Sure. Taking some more of those, I guess. Brass Lantern. Armageddon Spellbook of the Elements. Sure. Not that though, thanks. Rations of food. Well, I could use some food to calm me down. Wakizashi destroyed. Money. Potion of Dexterity. Oh, hello there. That was just a random drop from something. More dexterous. Sweet. Same kendo books again. Fëanorian lamp, but I guess not enchanted in any way. What was this? Teleportation. Ah, yes. Well. And all of this I've checked before. And all of the other items. Yeah. Okay, well, let's get out of here. I've had enough of this place, for sure. But what counts is that we did it. Okay, was that for you? Yes, pack is overflowing. Great. Sacred Pendant plus 7 armor. Plus 1 strength. Resist confusion. BS? Oh, bless. Banish evil. There we go. Banish evil. What's that even do exactly? Banish. Just makes them disappear. Just makes evil creatures poof out of existence. Presumably without leaving behind their items or experience. Resist confusion and the blessing. I guess that's nice. Well, I am mostly still using my sacred pendant. Well, yeah, my other sacred pendant for the blessing effect, because I'm not sure exactly what that does, and I'm hesitant to just, you know, let it go. Right, also hold life, which this new one does not have. So the one we just got has a little bit more armor, which is nice, I suppose. It gives extra strength, was it? Yeah. The confusion resistance, I guess having more of that is definitely not gonna hurt. It also has the blessing. I don't think I'm really interested in the Banish Evil spell. It doesn't really sound like something I want to rely on. And I would be losing the regen bonus, which right now with my reduced regeneration, I want to especially not let go of. The extra light radius is, you know, whatever. Hold life though, probably pretty good to have. Yeah, so this is not a terrible reward, I suppose, but it's also probably not that crucial. Oh, right. Nothing to sell here. What is that? Shield Guardian. Okay, whatever. But we can sell these things. Sickle for 3,800. What? Trident of Western Essay for 5,600. Lucerne Hammer for 2,300. And the Quarterstaff of Morgul that is cursed, but still worth 8,700. Nice. Good stuff. Grab that. Let's see here. Do we need to restore anything? I don't think so. And I mean, our strength is still being sustained, so I haven't really been picking up potions of restore strength. I suppose eventually we might need them. Sure, might as well have a couple of them in our home inventory for when we do need them. Resist heat and cold. Well, I decided that we don't need those anymore. Let's hope I'm correct. Drop off restore strength, H, all of them. Right, the books of course we're going to sell. Most of those, half of those rods we're going to sell. And all of the amulets. Yeah. Okay. Waybread? No waybread. Right, then we also, actually, hold on. We have a cursed item. I cannot remember for the life of me if it's the alchemy shop. It's apparently not the alchemy shop. It's gonna be the temple, the green shop that sells curse removal. Okay. Could research items here, but we don't have anything. Yes, remove curse. GG. Also cure critical wounds. 11? Yes. I'm also gonna take those 2 potions of heroism, because why not? G, C, all of those. Because as we have just seen, they can absolutely come in handy. What are you? Get out of here. Potion of speed. Potion of enlightenment is not self-knowledge. Unfortunately, charm monster, fireball. Get away with 3 charges. Is there ever gonna be any really exciting mushrooms in the shop? Haven't seen any yet. Oh, there's not a whole lot going on here. This is probably the smallest magic shop inventory I've ever seen. Well, anyway, I'm gonna help you stock up a little bit. Oh, Book of Elements is apparently just the lowest level. Yeah, sell those. Wait, what? Those are also super low level. Okay. But these sell for 1,000 or 500 each. Huh. What were the ones that sold for like 800 or so? I don't know. Anyway, that was barely even worth picking up. All of that stuff. Shoot acid, 1,200. Okay. Ray of cold, 1,000 and 1,100. Were they different? Both true charges? Huh. Who knows? I guess the game knows a little bit more than I do, but that's to be expected. Amulet, 430. Sacred Pendant, 6,600. I mean, yeah, it does give a bunch of decent stats, but it's just that you know, half of them I'm not really interested in or don't really offer anything new. Mostly I would be giving up on the regen. That's the main thing. I don't know. Confusion resist. The blessing is the same. Hold life. More confusion resistance instead of hold life. Some extra strength instead of some extra light radius, maybe. And the banish evil, though, that's just not replacing anything. Or, you know, that's replacing something potentially useful with something probably completely useless. So, no, I'm gonna sell this one and wait for something better. And finally, that thing, yeah. Barbarian Talisman that doesn't have a ton of extra enchantments, it's just not going to be worth a whole lot. As I thought. And with that, I think our inventory is once again where it's supposed to be. Pretty much. I did not remove the curse yet, though. Right. There we go. I also did not pick up any follow-up quests, so let's see if there is one. Dinosaur quest. Okay. Only level 33. This is strictly confidential, but I've heard reports that a local wizard is running a dinosaur reintroduction program. The nutjob's using magic to resurrect dinosaurs and dimetrodons, which are also dinosaurs. So far, he's kept them under wraps at his own place, but it's only a matter of time before he lets them loose. The last thing our city needs is a population of urban dinosaurs. It will be blamed and ousted. I would be blamed and ousted in no time, no matter how hard I argued it was good for tourism. I hope you can unresurrect them before that happens. The wizard's house is to the west of here, north of the police station. I won't be too sorry if it turns out you need to off him as well. Right. Okay. I think I have some recollection of this quest. I've also encountered a couple of dinosaur types already. In fact, I've killed at least 2 Tyrannosauruses in the main Angband dungeon, which is pretty badass when you think about it. As well as, yeah, I think Dimetrodons were among the others. Maybe some other type. Well, there were those Glyptodons, some kind of prehistoric giant mammal. I don't know if there were necessarily any other dinosaurs. Well, Barney the dinosaur, but I suppose there's only one of him, thankfully, or rather, none of him at this point. Yeah, but I mean, obviously, it is above my level, so definitely, I would say caution is advised in this case. Especially since we still have, well, one quest that's below our level technically, even though I am a little bit worried about that one as well. Nonetheless, I think that's what we're going to attempt next. And this last one went perfectly well, and we didn't almost die at all, so sure. Fellows it is. Back here once again. Do we actually need to re-enchant anything? +8, +8, +6, but that's super expensive, and nope. Right. But as usual, I'm gonna double check the shops. Okay, and apparently since last I was here, maybe teleporting around from town to town just causes things to restock? Or causes a certain set amount of time to pass? Because this was definitely not here before, and I was literally at this place when I started the episode, right? And then I just went over to Morivant and then back here, and now things are back. Oh no, I also went to Anambar, so I teleported to at least 2 other towns. Anyway, any more luck, maybe? 10 potions of heroism? I suppose at this point, yeah, I'll take those. Curing life level serious wounds. Nope, that's not critical wounds, it's just serious. Identify. Site. Restore charisma. No, we have a couple more of those already. Potions of dexterity. A potion of strength. 424k. Oh, man. We're not quite at the point yet where we can just dump our excess money into that. Although it is tempting. Not gonna lie. I would be left with 50,000 gold, which is pretty decent. But is it really worth spending, you know, most of my money on a single potion of strength? It's not really gonna make that big of a difference. A scroll of spell. Actually, what does that do? Increase the number of spells you can study. Ah, right, okay. Super enchant weapon, not useful for us, obviously. I could get a staff of teleport. A staff of teleport with 9 charges, instead of a rod of getaway with 3. Will 3, or will, yeah, at least... I mean, we have 3 times as many charges. Of course, a staff charges more slowly than a rod does. But after that almost catastrophe there with the rod not getting me away, because it was trying to cast some sort of spell that's disallowed inside a quest level, I can only assume that it was teleport level. Which I know exists. There are scrolls or other devices of teleport level. And I don't know if how they work specifically, if they ask you to specify a level to teleport to, or just up or down. The problem is, though, I mean, usually when I want to get away, or, you know, when I want to just escape from a dangerous situation, I want to still stay on the same floor and, you know, be able to tackle that situation again after recovering and maybe finding a better strategic angle. But teleporting to another level, or just out of the dungeon, maybe it was trying to recall. I don't know, is that considered a means of escape? Because that would be kind of weird. Honestly, you know what? I should just look up what Getaway can do, and then maybe decide if I want to just replace that with a Staff of Teleport instead. Okay, I don't know, maybe that info is just not as easy to find as I thought, or I'm bad at finding information, but I could not actually find anything on Rods of Getaway, so who knows? I mean, it's worked so far. I'm just gonna keep using it. I don't know that a staff is necessarily gonna work better in the long term. They tend to get more easily destroyed because they're made of wood, right? I've definitely had staffs destroyed before, or dissolved by acid. Whereas I have not actually lost a rod yet, knock on wood. I'm pretty sure they can be destroyed by higher level destructive forces, but so far they've been pretty stable. Also, I can absolutely see myself potentially running out of charges for my Staff of Teleport. Main question is, do I buy that Potion of Strength? Sure, why not? I'm sure that's not a terrible financial decision at all. Okay, actually, use this opportunity here. We're at Strength 18, 124, okay. Superb fighting. Will we see an immediate effect here? Does increasing my strength at this point even make me immediately better at fighting? I mean, 3d5 is obviously the base damage, it's not going to change. To hit, 37. To damage, 14. 152 normal hits. Can I remember those numbers? 37, 14, 152. Probably not. Strength. Feel very strong. Okay. From 124 to 126 strength. And our damage and to hit and average normal damage is still the same according to the character sheet. So I don't know, was that a complete waste? Will we only see some sort of improvement every couple of points of strength. Who knows? I guess if nothing else, it gave us a little bit more carrying capacity, so it's going to take a little bit longer until we're encumbered and slowing down due to it. Yeah. Anyway, money well spent. Exactly as expected. Now, we wanted to go here. Is that right? Genie's Cavern, Thalos. Yes. Is it this place? It is not. Then where is it? Oh, this is all the way up there. Yes, actually. Okay. Well then, let's... where am I? Up there. Let's give it a go. How bad could it possibly be? Don't answer that. Okay. Maybe a tiny little cavern. We are immediately facing an energy vortex, which I do not trust at all. I think I've destroyed one before. Yeah, I've killed one. They can... Oh, wait. Energy vortex. Shining? No, it's not the shining vortex. That was specifically... I think... Or shimmering vortex? Yeah, shimmering maybe. During the Vapor Quest. Okay, we did not blow it up successfully. But it is mostly destroyed. I'm fairly certain these vortexes will use breath-type attacks at a distance and could break my stuff in this case, so let's see if we can finish it off with one more of these, which we did. Good. The age-old question, do I start berserking? Let's detect stuff real quick, see what we're dealing with. There is the genie still currently sleeping or inactive or whatever. We're facing some air spirits, which apparently we have not fought before. I could have sworn. There's so many different elemental types and a whirlwind of sentient air. Okay, earth elemental, I've also not killed. Oh. Oh, air elementals and air spirit. Wait. So you up there are an air elemental. Oh, we've killed 7 of those. I see. At level 30. Okay. Apparently, they can be killed. They can confuse, which we resist. We resist acid and poison. That's fine. The genie is supported by a whirlwind. The genie turns to face you. Well, not yet. For now, we still have a chance to face his minions first, which I guess we're gonna do by berserking. And those air spirits just turned invisible. They just occasionally turn invisible. The genie woke up. Okay, I killed the air spirit. It was still where I had seen it before, so I continue to be confused about how sometimes enemies blink in and out of, not existence, but visibility, I suppose. Okay, and we actually just took out 40% of the genie's hit points in one blow. And, yeah, okay. I guess it was not quite as powerful as I seem to remember. Good. Although we also really haven't seen it do anything, so it might have been able to do some bad stuff to us. We also did lose a good amount of experience, but thankfully there was only a handful of enemies to deal with here, so it's all good. Fireball. Good old Fireball instead of Acid Ball. Fewer charges, though. I mean, a Fireball is a classic for a reason, but I feel like there are a bunch of enemies that are, you know, enemy types that are resistant to fire. All kinds of demons and... yeah, I don't know, maybe mostly those. The same is probably true for Acid as well. Still, it feels like more things would be naturally resistant to fire than to acid, but I could be wrong about that. Robe of Permanence. Oh, okay. Barbarian Talisman. 3 armor, 2 dex. Unexciting. A pointy head. Why do we not auto-destroy that? I mean, it's obviously not a very good item. Might as well take it with us, though. Okay, so that quest was way easier. And quicker. I mean, definitely compared to that orc cave. Yikes. Not exactly on the same level, those two quests, despite being the same level. But that's fine. Sell to you. Nothing, actually. Never mind. Sell to you. Nothing. Ah, yes. Robe of Permanence. For 15,000? Wait, which is your max, the maximum amount of money you're gonna pay. So, don't do that? We might find someone else who can pay more. I don't know what I was hoping to sell to you. Okay, Fireball. 1600 versus my Acid Ball for 1800. Yeah, okay. The game, I think the game mostly agrees that the Acid Ball has an extra charge. So that's why it's worth more. Sell the Fireball then. Sell the Barbarian Talisman. And sell nothing else, actually. What else do we have, though? Alright, the hat and the robe. Oh, well, I suppose I can just go ahead and sell the hat for 500. I mean, okay. Better than nothing, and we obviously need to recover from certain financial decisions. I guess I'll check the black market. They will sell quite a bit less, but they do have a higher limit in this case, so if I were to sell this robe to you, you would only offer 5,900. Okay, so it might not actually be a lot more than 15,000. Should I just sell it for 15k? I feel like there are other shops that just have like 30 or even 60k. See, the weapon shop is willing to pay up to 2,500. It's just arbitrary that this guy here is a bit stingy or low on funds. I guess I'll hold on to the thing then for now and check another shop in another town. Quest: Feanorian Lamp Tarazed +4. Ooh, is that actually blindness resist? Invoke for Frostball? Couldn't you have given me some passive benefit instead of that? Dang it. I mean, thanks, I guess. Old Watchtower, level 32. Oh, okay. That might not be completely out of the question. Unfortunately, the citizens of Thelos are still not safe. A young boy disappeared last week while out on a walk. We found his corpse in the forest a few days later, lifeless and sucked dry of blood. Uh-oh. Yeah. I don't know if I'm ready to deal with more high-level vampires. The city's lawyers, afraid of being blamed by the public, are pressuring me to drive out the vampires who have taken over the old watchtower near the shore. Please help me eliminate the vampires. You will be well rewarded. I better be, but, yeah. I think I'll, take care of some other business first. Right, so the lamp situation. The Vial of Galadriel gives us +5 searching, dark resistance. The illumination spell, which I guess might come in handy here and there, but it's mostly not super necessary. Whereas this lamp gives +4 stealth. Light radius 3, which is the same as the vial, right? +4 stealth, resist blindness. I mean, that would be nice to have for sure. The Frostball, I suppose I don't really need the illumination ability. And having an extra Frostball we can evoke. Timeout is only 50. Obviously, that's not something we can rely on for killing anything, but it's something. It's an additional projectile we can throw out. Extra stealth, but we would be losing the dark resistance. So we would be exchanging darkness resistance for blindness resistance, which seems pretty similar, except blindness is just a status effect, well, just a status effect, and not the worst one. Whereas darkness is a source of damage, and can be very devastating, actually. No, I think I'm gonna have to keep the vial. I don't want to give up on the darkness resistance there. Unfortunate, but oh, you're only gonna sell 300. Pay 300, obviously. Yeah. Where else could we sell that, actually? I don't think any other type of shop would accept that, so is our only option the black market? You would give me 1,500. Okay, so you're not even considering it that valuable. Although, I guess that would translate to probably at least 5,000 in a regular shop. But I doubt there are any general stores or whatever they're called. Yeah, general store. That will pay that much for anything. Anyway, Troll Slayer, Morrowind, that's actually in a dungeon though. The Troll Caves. Or we could go... Actually, we have 2 level 30 quests. Smuggler's Den and Anambar. Illegal mushrooms are showing up on the streets and even in the school, and more people are getting addicted. At first we thought the new shroomery was to blame, but we raided the place and couldn't find anything illegal. It appears the actual culprits are smugglers who get the shrooms cheap from some old hobbit, sneak them into the town and sell them here at a tiny profit. We know who they are and where they're operating from. Unfortunately, a certain corn-loving hag won't give us a search warrant, so legally there's absolutely nothing we can do. This is from the police station, I believe. In Anambar. We'd appreciate it if a private detective paid those sons of vampire bats a quick visit and maybe killed them in self-defense. Their base is a small house just north of here. I love those quest descriptions. No idea who that hag is they're talking about. Or if I should know. Well, I guess we're heading over to Anambar. Anambar, who knows? Just rest. I don't know why I did that. It's okay. Teleport. Just waste a couple of 100 gold. No big deal. Anambar. E. Okay, you don't have anything. I don't know if that's updated from when I last checked, which was only a little while ago. Okay, nothing you want to sell here. Curing. Oh, this might still be the same stuff that I saw when I was last here. These guys never have anything interesting. I don't know why they exist. It seems completely pointless. Casino, yeah, I still haven't really felt like dealing with that at all. I wonder, maybe if you know what you're doing, that's a way to make a lot of money real easy, but I don't know about that. You only pay 250 for items. That's even worse. What the heck? What am I even trying to get rid of? The robe, I suppose? Let's see if these guys will pay a little bit more. No, it's capped at 15,000, so I suppose, sure. It feels like I got a bit scammed here, but that's okay. Right, up here. Let's not accidentally enter the dinosaur quest, which I believe is this one. No. Are we otherwise ready to rumble? I would say so. I mean, we still have the lamp, but that's fine, I guess. I don't know what to do with that. Probably sell it. I mean, I could sell it for 1,500 at the black market, or I could just put it into storage just in case somehow I lose my file of Galadriel, so I at least have a decent replacement light source. Okay, we immediately see 2 Master Rogues, which is a bit of a blast from the past. Wait, we haven't faced these before? Are you sure? Huh? We've not seen Master Rogues? Oh, I guess Master Rogue. Yeah, well, maybe not. Okay. So, Master Rogues, Death Knights. We've dealt with those. Master Thieves, maybe I'm thinking of those. An Archangel, which is apparently considered lower level than a Death Knight, and we've definitely... No, I might be thinking of Black Knights. Yeah, I'm probably thinking of Black Knights. A Clairvoyant, it's just a high-level priest over here. Right, so these guys apparently we have not faced at all. The Master Rogues. Thief of great power and shifty speed, plus 10 speed, okay. Yeah. The Clairvoyant also surprisingly speedy. We got Master Thieves, which are apparently even higher level. Oh yeah, Master Thieves are even higher level than Master Rogues. In fact, the Rogues are the lowest level creature in this dungeon, which makes sense. Since they are also in the first room. Okay, never mind. So I guess I have not actually faced any of the enemies in here except for Black Knights, I'm fairly certain. And those are not the ones. Kind of wish they didn't all look so similar. Is it you? No, you're a Death Knight. Yeah, we have not faced you. Okay, so we got the... Actually, no. Where? A Black Knight, North 7, West 9. Wait, oh, is it this guy? Yeah, okay, we've killed 10 of these. That's the one enemy type that we've killed. And they are defeatable. They are a bit tough, but not too bad. And they are among the lower level creatures here. So, yeah, this looks like it could be a thing. The Archangel up here, behind a granite wall, guarding all kinds of things. Bunch of money. Bunch of bad mushrooms. Oh yeah, I mean, I guess that's the whole point, right? It's the mushroom trafficking here. Yeah. Too bad it's literally all bad mushrooms. Not a single unknown one that... I don't know if they're... I keep thinking that mushrooms of increased attributes exist or something like that. But maybe they do, and they're just that rare. It's possible. Anyway, there is a potential for some decent loot in here, of course. Pints of fine ale. Some Elvish Waybread. Well, okay. Guess the guys having a party here are just on break. Anyway, we're going to be facing very speedy enemies here, so I think it only makes sense if I speed up myself. And I forgot to drop off a bunch of extra potions. That's okay. Okay, one-shotting these guys. That is actually extremely good to know. 4,000 coins were stolen, and the guy fled. That's to be expected. But we did get 2 of them. Give me that. Potions of resistance. Heck yeah. Okay. So we're killing the Master Rogues super quickly. Let's take out the Spellcaster. Okay. Killed that one as well. Restore Wisdom. Don't need that right now, and we still have a couple of those in our storage, but might as well take them for now. Hello. Black Knight leading the charge here. Okay, but we almost one-shot them at this point. Definitely better than when we were last facing them. Okay, the Death Knight is a slightly different matter. But we killed him. Not too bad. Facing more thief-type enemies. Okay. Okay. Yeah, those were all a lot more manageable than I thought. What have we here? Poison needle chest. Okay. And there was apparently another thief left. Let's clean up a little bit. Base door. Bad cloak. Protect monsters. Sure, read one of those. And there's still 2 sleeping Master Rogues. Which, yeah, at this point we have killed 8 of those. Okay. And then, of course, the Archangel itself. Which was not considered the highest level enemy in here, so I'm being cautiously optimistic here. Nature's Gifts. I think this one was relatively valuable, despite not really sounding like it. What? Oh, Master Rogue. I didn't even see you there. I'm sorry, man. Detect Evil. Sure. Burglar's Handbook. I don't know. Doesn't sound good. Pints of Fine Ale. There's the other guy. That should leave just the Angel. Spiked Gauntlets of the Thief. Makes sense. Poison Needle. So we know about that. Let's maybe clear up everything around it first. The Amulet of Boromir. Okay. Don't know what that does. Okay. Open. Pick the lock. Small needle has pricked you. You feel sickly, but the feeling passes. Okay. I swear I've seen exactly once a successful disarming of a chest trap. Maybe that's just a really difficult thing to do that requires very high dexterity or whatever else might be, you know, might come into play for disarming traps. And yeah, my best guess is that it's automatic, just like stepping onto a known trap. You will automatically try to disarm it, and it's just that trap chests or chest traps are usually so tricky that unless you're a very dexterous character, you're still going to trigger them. But then the chest still opens. Unlike floor traps, you don't just keep trying over and over until it works, you just trigger it, unfortunately, and that's that. But then chest traps don't tend to be so bad, especially when you resist having your stuff drained. Ooh, Wand of Simplicity Nexus Ball. Nexus Ball, you say? There should not be a whole lot of enemies that resist Nexus. That might be a decent one to have. It's only 4 charges, of course, which is unfortunate. But Leather Boots of Levitation. No feet, unfortunately. Trickery with some unknown property. Well, we still have room, so might as well take that. Well, ready to take on the Angel, I suppose. Oh. You bite? It was a superb hit. Okay, he healed himself immediately, so I didn't even see how much damage that was. Good start. I think I'm just gonna start berserking. And just... Oh yeah, okay. Just had to get a couple good hits in. Book of Common Prayer, that can't be particularly high level. Okay. This is where they stored all their ill-gained riches. And I guess we're going to be destroying most, if not all of these. Oh, fast recovery. I didn't even see you there. Hallucination. Yeah, the game does not consider these bad, apparently. I mean, like, maybe they sell for a lot? I guess we'll just pick up the drugs they were selling here. They were... Huh? Oh. Poison, destroy, stupidity, weakness, naivety. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna pick up the drugs they were dealing with and deal with them ourselves. Huh? Oh, why did I try to use the stairs while standing next to the stairs? I don't know. Anyway, that worked out pretty well, I would say. Okay. You did kill the smugglers in self-defense, right? Yeah, they definitely were all hostile and attacking me, so no problem there. Mushroom of Restoring. Now, that might be what I'm thinking of, or is that just... Does that just restore all drained attributes? I think that might be what it is. Still things, I guess. The Killer in the Cellar, level 70. That's a bit of a jump. I haven't even been remotely close to level 70 in this game or any similar game. Some nights ago, a local woman heard a dreadful scream from the cellar next door and ran down to investigate. She found her neighbor's mutilated body lying in a pool of blood on the cellar floor, with terrible scratch marks on his face and firewood still in his arms. There was no sign of the assailant or assailants. Spooked, she ran for her life and reported the incident to us immediately. We sent an officer in to investigate. He was thrown back out by an invisible force as easily as if he had been a cheap rag doll. I know not what horrors you will face. I only know that this may well be your most dangerous mission yet. Well, I think it might be my highest level quest, so yeah, there's that. And hope I'm not sending you to your death. Good luck and may the gods protect you. Yeah, I don't really trust in the gods, I'm sorry. Right. Well, I mean, it is our highest level random quest, or side quest, I suppose, apart from the main quests in the game. That I'm not even thinking about, because there is no point. Alright, also... yeah, the Temple of Mammon. Restoration. I think, again, that's just for attributes. And Cure Mutation, is that more expensive, or was I just misremembering? And it was always that ridiculously expensive. 163,000 gold pieces. That is just absurd. Yeah, these entrances are all the same. Are they? What about this little side entrance? No. Unfortunately, that's not magically, sneakily 10 times cheaper. Well, let's just do the usual, I suppose, and sell our loot. In fact, hey, mushroom shop. Would you be interested in any of my mushrooms? Mushrooms of recovery. Well, I mean, I'm not going to use them. And they don't sell for anything, so whatever. Oh, we cannot actually sell to you our mushrooms of hallucination. Huh. Is that right? How about the black market? Surely you will take anything. No? You will not. Okay, what's the point? Destroy those things then. Mushrooms of hallucination, B, 11, and it just destroys them without asking me to auto-destroy them. Yeah. Not sure what's up with that, but it's probably also not really worth, you know, spending too much thought or time on trying to figure out or fix. Restore wisdom, right, yeah. I figured I'd just stash that away. As well as our second lamp. Restore wisdom, G. Fionori lamp Terazed. Anything else? Okay. I mean, I am interested in that wand of Nexus Ball, for sure. Might just go ahead and fully identify that one, so we can compare. Or I could just see how much it would sell for, although the fact that it's a special wand of simplicity is probably also going to affect that. Also, what exactly does this mushroom do? Restores all your stats when you eat it. I mean, that's nice. Let's drop that for now. I guess whenever we have, if we ever have like 3 different stats drained at the same time, we might as well use that. Oh, I also just noticed that we're almost up to level 31. Not that we expect anything particularly exciting to happen at level 31, but you know. Okay. Leather gloves of the thief, probably not going to be worth a lot. Well, 3k. Take it or leave it. 5,800 for the gauntlets of the thief. Which is, of course, a bit weird. Gauntlets being, you know, heavy metal objects. But that's okay. A pair of hard leather boots of levitation. I would like levitation, but I suppose so far it hasn't really been much of an issue not having it, so I guess we're doing okay. Nature Spellbook. 8,000, wait. I didn't remember it being that valuable, did I? Maybe I was thinking of this and it was not 800 something, but 8,000. Maybe I sold a stack of 2 for 15,000. I thought it was 1,500. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Wouldn't mind finding a couple more of those things. Anyway, Stone to Mud. Get out of here. Trickery. Get out of here. Right, we have the Amulet of Boromir. I completely forgot about that, actually. So, first of all, this is gonna sell for 3,200. Okay. I mean, it's definitely more than the other ball spells we've had before, but not, you know, orders of magnitude more. Actually, this one is gonna sell for 5,500, okay. Might be kind of decent, maybe not super amazing. Where's the library here? Actually... Okay, it's there. Not super cheap, but that's okay. Oh, I guess we don't know everything about our Rod of Detection. But do we need to? Let's go with the amulet first. 0 plus 8, which, again, apparently, or... Well, I don't know, maybe in this case the plus 8 actually is 2 damage? Massive golden torque, made of innumerable strands of gold and steel intermingled, with great golden hounds set on either end. Cool. Sustain strength, resist fear. Activation, terrify monsters. Well, we already sustain strength, we already resist fear, and we can already terrify monsters. Maybe this is more powerful, I don't know. But it has a super long timeout as well. And nothing ever stays terrified for more than a handful of turns. In my experience. So, yeah, unfortunately that's not very good. I mean, I suppose we don't know... Okay, I mean, that's Terrify Monster, not Scare Monster. Maybe that's a difference. And Scare Monster is just a very weak terror effect. I guess that would make sense. It's too bad that that doesn't level up as we grow more fearsome. Because, yeah, it's barely worth using, unfortunately. I haven't really been able to get a whole lot of use out of that. Got Nexus Ball. Damage 111, just fixed. Okay. Wait, it has a 56% fail chance? I thought I had seen the fail chance before. Never mind. And that's with +2 easy use. What? Wait. Oh, it's a 1. I'm dumb. Yeah, that's just a 57% fail chance. Unfortunate. Yeah, we cannot really use that. That's, I mean, nah. That would be silly. I guess I'm not gonna sell it though. How much would it even sell for? I think we've established that fully identifying an item does not actually raise the sell value at all. So this amulet is still... Oh, actually, it's gonna sell for less now. Well, that's rude. It used to sell for 5,500. Now that they know exactly what it does, they won't even give me that. Wow. Well, okay. I guess I had to find out, but... Okay, you know what? I am a little bit curious about the +8. If in this case it might actually be damage. Because... I swear we have a thing. Yeah, the Jingasta of the Cobalt. +0, +5. That's definitely plus damage. I swear I immediately saw an effect on my average damage when I put that on. So... let's once again check here. 152. Normal damage. Equip. Nope. Where? Amulet of Boromir. Slot age. Why not? And 204 damage. Okay. Plus, the poison damage is also increased. Okay, so that... yeah, unlike some other item that we had, there was also an amulet, I'm pretty sure. But did not affect our damage at all. Because reasons. This one does. So I'm not crazy. That's good to know. Sometimes it's nice to be told that. Yeah, but the thing is, the other stats it has are just not that great. Yeah, it's just redundant. It's not even increasing strength, it's just sustaining it, and you don't need that Terrify effect, I don't think. I mean, is that single-handedly really just increasing our damage by 33%, basically? From 150 to 200. That's actually, I mean, that's considerable, for sure. But I need all those other things. I mean, I guess arguably I could replace the Barbarian Talisman and just not be able to Berserk. Because I would basically be doing the damage I do while Berserking, while not Berserking with that thing on. I'd be losing out on a little bit of armor, 2 points of strength, but I would still keep my fear resist. Honestly, maybe that's worth a try. I mean, I'd love to be able to Berserk on top of this. I wonder if the Amulet of Boromir could have rolled with a different ability, or being an artifact, it's always going to have the exact same stats. No, surely there's got to be some kind of variation there. So maybe we just got kind of unlucky with this one. Anyway, we definitely need these resistances, so that goes back on. And then maybe we just put that on. Strength is down to 106? Really? Wait, is that right? Wasn't it a lot higher than that? 126, huh? Okay. Weird. But, yeah, let's put that on for now. Oh, and without those 2 points of strength, somehow, which previously didn't seem to have that much of an effect when I drank a potion, right? And specifically compared. Now our damage is only 179, which is higher, but not that much higher. And now we can't Berserk, so I guess we're not doing that? But we're also not replacing our Amulet of Defender or the Sacred Pendant, I guess. Ah, man. It's so close, it's right there, but I don't think it quite works out, unfortunately. So, it goes in the stash for now. It's definitely too good to just sell. But, man, it would have been nice. Right, the Nexus Ball, unfortunately, it's too difficult for us to use, despite, I mean, that's crazy to me. That's specifically a want of simplicity, but we are just too stupid. Well, maybe we'll get a little bit more lucky again, or we'll just get a little bit lucky again and find a couple more potions of intelligence. We've found a good number of them, a surprising number of them already, so why not some more? Also, what do we do next? Trollslayer, Ghost Down, both in Moribund. Well, actually no, one of them is not in Moribund. Do I do the Ghost Town? I guess so. Sure. Surely that's not going to be the one that kills me. Moribund once again. I guess, as always, we're going to quickly check. Keep seeing Berserk Strength and thinking it's a potion of strength, but nope. Series Wounds, Heroism, I guess those must be new. Right, that reminds me that I actually also wanted to drop off some excess potions. Not that we really need to worry too much about carrying capacity, but also I guess we don't need to be carrying completely ridiculous numbers of things with us. Well, we're gonna get that speed potion, new life. That's an interesting one. Also, yeah, absurdly expensive. As expensive as a as an attribute potion would be. I looked at this before. It changes your life rating. Changes, but doesn't necessarily improve. And, yeah, life rating and max of all your stats. And cures all mutate. Oh. Oh. I kind of skipped over that last time, I guess, maybe. Because I wasn't mutated, or didn't suspect that I was mutated, so it didn't seem too important to me. Huh. I mean, that's nice and all, but obviously, yeah, it's prohibitively expensive. We are all the way back up to 106k, which is which happened more quickly than I expected. But still, yeah, cannot afford that. I mean, curing all the mutations is nice, but changing life rating and max of attributes, which I'm fairly certain means that they might as, you know, they are as likely to go down as they are to go up. That is definitely scary. So yeah, I don't think so. Right, we still have the Skull of Acquirement. I wonder if I were to use that during a level 30 quest, wouldn't that be the same in terms of items that could potentially be generated as using it on dungeon level 30 in the main dungeon or anywhere else? I guess it would be the same. Unless they're also, in addition to just the dungeon level you use it on, each individual dungeon also has its own special item pool or whatever that comes into play. I don't know. For now, let's drop off some of these. No, some more of these. There we go. Drop some of these. And drop some of these. Okay. Looks like I did the math right. Wonderful. Now, what are we looking for here? Pressing the right button would be... Ah, right, yes. Would help. And of course, the ghost house is down here in the old ruined part of town, I suppose? Not exactly sure. I always thought this was some sort of graveyard with mausoleums, but I guess it's really just some ruined buildings. Yeah. Okay, do we do this? Sure. Ghosts. Ghosts have never been trouble before. Oh, this is a big level. Lots of rubble to clear. What are we looking at here? Okay, we got a single dread as the boss of this place, apparently. Well, that's a nice mess of capital G's here. Black Wraith. Have we faced any of these before? Are you the Black Wraith? You are. And we have not, in fact, killed one of you. Moaning Spirits. We've killed one before. Hisser is completely new. Lost Soul we've killed. Grave White. Nope, that's new. Phantom Warrior. Yeah, okay, we killed a bunch of those. Lost Soul. Phantom Beast is new. Scary stuff. Phantom Warrior, okay. Just a generic ghost. You don't believe in them, but it doesn't matter because they believe in you. Spectre, haven't killed. Grave White, haven't killed. Headless Ghost. I could have sworn I killed one of those, but apparently not. Just more ghosts, okay. Then this guy, the Dread. It is a form that screams its presence against the eye. Screams its presence against the eye, okay. Death incarnate. Its hideous black body seems to struggle against reality as the universe itself struggles to banish it. Well, with any luck, it's gonna succeed before we face it. Don't think so, though. An unidentified stone. Now, that is fascinating. Is that some sort of special light source, or what else could it be? A ghost skier? The skiing ghost of a of a long dead warrior killed on the snowy slopes far from his home. That's okay, sure, that's a thing that exists. More hissers. Hisser, a ghostly apparition faintly visible as a pale blue outline, hissing and crackling with electricity. Oh, electro ghosts. Wonderful. Banshees I've definitely killed a bunch, by which I mean apparently 2 of those, yeah. And a headless ghost, another one. Okay. Potions of sight. It doesn't... Let's not get distracted by the loot yet. Okay, how do we make our way through this place? This is a bit of a mess, but okay, not too bad, I suppose. Of course, the ghosts are at a bit of an advantage here, considering most, if not all of these creatures can actually walk through walls. Well, I suppose all the G's can. The W's are more like physical undead, I suppose. Well, let's just start moving and see what wakes up and comes to greet us. Lost soul. Why did we suddenly get your recall? I certainly don't see you. Oh. Okay. I mean, I didn't see you, but I don't know, maybe we somehow became aware of it being there. Staff of Enlightenment. We see a moaning spirit. We killed the moaning spirit. Okay, so no new ghosts were summoned, they just started surrounding me here. Was that the Banshee screaming? Maybe. Moaning spirit. We damaged one of these. Yeah. Okay. Hisser was destroyed. They are trying to frighten me, but I resist. Oh, my one acid ball was destroyed from being shocked. That's wonderful. Okay. Was that all the hissers? I'm not sure. Okay, we're facing a Spectre add-on. The Phantom Warriors are quite low level. They should not be a concern. I think I'm better off focusing on everything else. The Headless Ghost is coming. Okay, actually killed it. We got a normal ghost next to us. But the Headless Ghost is the most dangerous one here, technically. Well, the highest level one. Okay, we see actually normal ghosts. Even though we haven't killed them yet, we know they can wail to terrify, touch to drain mana, reduce wisdom. Oh, in fact, our wisdom has already been drained. Okay. I don't really care too much about any of those things, so let's attack the Headless Ghost. Okay, landed some superb hit there. We see the Phantom Beast approaching. We destroyed the Headless Ghost. Good. We're just surrounded by mostly Phantom Warriors. Take out the normal ghost there. Are those Banshees next to us? They are. Okay. Take out the Banshee. The Phantom Warrior attacks. Oof, Banshee attacks. Yeah, that was just a lot of messages, but not too much happened there. Phantom Beast. Okay, Phantom Beast dies relatively quickly here. Got a Lost Soul coming. You're surrounded by Phantom Warriors. That's just what they like to do. And we got another Headless Ghost. Took it out though. We got a Ghost Skier. And we just killed it. Okay. I guess the Ghost Skier is maybe a bit of a curiosity, but not necessarily particularly tough. Okay, we got 2? Yeah. 2 regular ghosts, but none in melee range. Okay. Right, so we had our wisdom drained by a total of 3 points, I think. Took a bit of damage, but we're still looking just fine. Something picks up a wand, okay. So there are definitely still more things near us. Okay, yeah. In fact, Banshee just appeared next to us. The Dread is still sitting in its corner. Right, all the W-type enemies have not been able to reach us, of course. Most of the Gs, in fact, yeah, pretty much all of them. No, wait, there's one ghost. Oh yeah, there's one ghost still next to the Dread, but well, I mean, they're not bad. They can't really do much to us. Okay, so yeah. The only unfortunate thing so far is, of course, the destruction of our wand. I did use that. I have used that occasionally. It's definitely come in handy. I mean, I suppose I'm... At this point, if I don't find anything to replace it here immediately, I could take my Nexus wand, even if it's gonna be unreliable for the time being. Oh, I was confused about where I was. It's gonna happen here. Oh, hey, a wand of Acid Ball with 7 charges. I suppose that solves that problem. Thanks. Is that... That's literally the exact same kind of situation. Even a similar looking situation, positioning-wise, as when I had my Staff of Curing destroyed, or Staff of Cure Wounds destroyed by the Jelly King, the Gelatinous Cube King, and then immediately found a replacement that was better? Or was that actually worse? Was that one less charge? I think it might have been one less charge. But yeah, anyway. Okay, Staff of Starlight, don't know. Ring of Wizardry, don't know if that's worth a whole lot. If I just keep thinking that it should be. Mushrooms of Blindness, bunch of money. Alright, there's a first pile of rubble actually. Yeah, let's see here. Cure Paranoia, Mushrooms, Wand of Resistance, Unbarring Ways, Enlightenment Staff, which is just what we already have actually. Wait, that has 8 charges though, and ours has 6. Okay. So obviously we're going to replace that, now that I actually think about it. Yes, we want that. C. No, none of those, thank you. Staff of Summoning, I don't think so. Auto-destroying Nunchaku, Quarterstaff, Metal Scale Mail. Rod of Getaway, 2 charges. I guess we'll get that. Magical Figurine of a Stun Wall. It's only £5. I wonder if that's worth anything at all. No idea. Figurines are occasionally on sale in shops, like mostly the black market, I suppose. Maybe the magic shop? Mushrooms of Paralysis, Hard Leather Armor, Rod Line of Fire. No, those aren't super valuable. Those line of something. Metal Shield, Hard Leather Boots, Face Door. Okay, I think that's everything in this part of the dungeon identified. Let's dig through here and deal with nothing, actually. Curse and spelling. Dude, if only... Is there any way for me to know what kind of... what level of spellbook this is? I mean, maybe I can go by the score. Score 15k, which I think is relatively high, level 35. I'm gonna pick that up for now. Armageddon Spellbook, Path of Destruction. I guess for comparison's sake, that's the same. It's a different one than the Armageddon Spellbook I picked up a while ago and was extremely disappointed by. So maybe these are high level. Okay, that was that, but we can dig through here. Yeah, there's an enemy in here, a white wraith. Try to cast some sort of spell. And we one-shot it. Good. Hey there, Ghost. So at this point it should only be the Dread and a couple of W's, yeah. And the Wraith is actually, the Dread is actually making its way here. Okay. Let's heal. It's gonna be here any moment. Do I speed up? I don't know how dangerous it is. It might be a waste, but better waste to one of my 16 potions of speed than to get killed by something, right? Do I also... almost full health. Do I also berserk? Sure. I guess. Is the dread not actually coming here? Or can it... wait, no, surely... it must be able to walk through walls. I thought it was about to show up any moment. And then it didn't. The dread casts a spell, burning my eyes. I'm blind. Cool. I'm still fast, though. It attacks. So I know it's adjacent to me somewhere. Not there. I guess I can try attacking the walls for free. So I know it's either to my left or down or below me. It wasn't there. It wasn't there. Where the heck are you? Oh, okay. This is definitely one of those situations where blindness is super annoying. It just attacks me. Where? Where are you? I attacked it. Okay. So for a moment at least it was north of me. Okay, I've killed it. Jesus. It was a two-shot. And the only problem was blindness. I guess I could have... well, I was berserking, but I could have tried using detection. I mean, I guess there probably wasn't a very good chance of that working. Anyway, let's rest, hard leather cap, heal monster. Those are the drops from the boss. A bit lame, don't you think? Oh well. Heroism. Okay, nice. Fauchard, Cutlass. Another white wraith. Probably shouldn't have been standing there waiting for it to come, giving it a chance to cast spells at me. Rations of food? Well, certainly there's no problem, no reason not to just eat some random rations of food found in a haunted house. I don't see how that could possibly be bad. Okay, one shot the Grave White. So apparently those are also not that bad. In fact, I mean, since we did deal with the boss at this point, presumably nothing that's left here should be too much of a problem. Potion of Wisdom. I think I tested this before, but I'm not sure. Oh, no, that does double as a restoration potion. Nice, okay, so we are wiser now. I don't know that Wisdom does anything for this character, actually, but, you know. The Stone of Lore. Oh yeah, that is a light source. Large metal shield of elemental protection. Sure. Oh wait, we didn't pick that up. Wouldn't want to accidentally leave that. Okay, just making sure that I'm... okay, there are exactly 3 enemies left. Okay. Oh, okay, one is in that little compartment that I just didn't enter. And then one is down this way. Yep. And one in that room. Okay. Oh, okay. Rubble is sometimes a little bit hard to see. Yep. Another Rod of Getaway, 3 charges, okay. I guess if nothing else we have some replacements if ours actually should ever get destroyed. Because if you feel illusion, get out of here. Acid Bolt. Good number of charges, but I don't think so. Definitely looking at the other loot first. It still remains. Black Wraith. That was the second toughest enemy in here. It touches. You keep hold of your life force. Okay. Good. Yeah, that's only because we have hold life from our amulet. Tough to lower experience, yeah. And it's destroyed, okay. Right, and the quest is not complete because there is still one more enemy left. Good, good. You've destroyed the thing, and it actually was worth 1,960? 1.96k? Oh, we're level 31 as well. Oh, that must have happened a while ago, actually. And I totally did not pay attention. We have 484 health now, which is quite decent. Damage numbers are still what they were. Potion of Tsuyoshi special, great. Frostball, well. I mean, we literally found a replacement acid ball, but I guess this one at least has more charges. So, pointy head, bar chainmail of the Urukai. I guess that might be a little bit valuable. What are those? That's a light crossbow. Yeah, okay. Just that. Some iron shots to go with it. Portions of sight. I mean, honestly, those are temporary see invisible and infravision and cures blindness. Cures blindness. It doesn't. I thought maybe it made you temporarily immune to blindness. It might still be worth having around, I suppose, since blindness is basically the last of the annoyances that still affects me at a regular basis. On a regular basis. Staff Earthquake. Don't know how useful that is, or how valuable. Longsword of Armageddon. Sounds kind of dope. More potions of sight. And the final room. The final enemy. Quest complete. Okay. Yeah, ultimately an easy quest. And we gained a ton of things. Amulet of Devotion. Okay. Oh. Chest is full. Well, chest. Inventory. Summon Hydras. There it is again. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Ours is not the way of the summoner, unfortunately. One of capacity haste monster. No. What do we drop? I mean, I don't know for a fact that those spellbooks are going to be worth a lot, but they might be those 8k ones. I guess, yeah, they might be. The magical figurine, I don't know if that sells for anything or if that's completely worthless. It absolutely could go either way. I don't know. You know what? I'm actually going to drop the Rod of Getaway with 2 charges. I don't even think they are worth a whole lot. There. Pick up this amulet, and I think we're just out of here. If I can find the way back out. Okay. Awesome. Very successful expedition, I would say. We'll also see, of course, what we get as a quest reward and as a follow-up quest. Although, presumably, that's going to be a bit out of our level range for the time being. Now, let's see here. Oh yeah, okay, so item score 15k books are worth taking for sure, because that's a lot of money. Yes. Now, am I just gonna sell the other getaway or keep it as a backup? 2,900? Yeah, just sell it. Acid ball, frost ball. I mean, since I really don't know if more things are resistant to acid or frost, I might as well just keep the one with more charges. $2,700 versus 2,700? Wait. Maybe not? Earthquake, though. I don't think I want that. No. The game doesn't seem to think I want that either. Now, the figurine. 500, okay. Not worth it. The amulet. Was that free action? Hold life? I mean, I suppose that could potentially be good. Ring of Wizardry, obviously, cannot be good. Not for us, anyway. You wouldn't have anything new. And I don't actually have anything to sell to you. Bar chainmail for 12,700. Yeah, okay. So those... I did remember correctly that those are, in fact, quite valuable. And almost 6,000 for the large metal shield as well. Sweet. And the longsword Armageddon? Not really all that worth. Oh, hey. More bread. They baked new bread in the meantime? Mushrooms of cure blindness. Well, I have my potions now, for the time being, until they all get shattered away. But mushrooms can be burnt away, so they're all pretty squishy. Right, you still have that. New life. Do we have anything we can only sell here? Stone of Lore. No, obviously we don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and spend some money on identification. I'm pretty sure there's a place that does it cheaper, but whatever. Actually, detect our rod so we know the fail chance. It's only 3.4%, but I suppose I don't know exactly how bad it is while I'm berserking. That would be nice to know. Acid ball, frost ball. Oh, do I really want to pay 2k to identify them? Now let's go with the interesting stuff first. The Stone of Lore. A great emerald that fills your mind with images of knowledge and understanding as you stare into its depths. Oh, wait. Okay, it's a light source. And it can be activated for probing. +2 int and wisdom. Auto-identify. That would be another source of auto-identification, which of course is really we only have that for convenience. We don't need that. So, yeah, we could absolutely replace our helmet that gives us that with something else, and we, you know, don't need to necessarily replace it with anything. The probing, though. Is that actually a greater identify? We can just test that, I suppose. B. Probing. Oh. Okay, that just... Is that just... I guess that only identifies invisible monsters. Which is not exactly what I thought, what I would think probing does, but okay, apparently it is. Anyway, we put that back on. Stone of Lore. I mean, we're not interested in the... Not too interested anyway in the int increase there. The auto ID, yeah, sure, it's nice to have, but we don't need it right now. Light radius is the same. Mostly we need we want the darkness resist from the Vial of Galadriel for now. Okay. And we want to know what this thing does. Free action and hold life, okay. Dispel undead activation, yeah. No, I don't think that's particularly worth. Staff of Enlightenment. Do we really need to know the details? I would say no. And this is a lot of money just spent on identifying stuff, but whatever. I guess there's got to be a service that just researches all your items, and I wonder if that would have been cheaper in this case. I have to actually remind myself what that costs, and you know, at what number of identified or of items I have to identify. It's more economical to use that option than do them one by one. But for now, okay, acid ball damage 72, 12.5% fail chance, and the frost ball is damage 69, which is, you know, basically the same, but at a lower fail chance. Different element. That's of course the other difference. But again, are there more things that are resistant to acid or more things resistant to frost? Who knows? I think I'm gonna keep the frostball just because I can cast it more. I don't think I need to research my Staff of Enlightenment. It's gonna do what it's supposed to do. I don't need to know the details here. So we're gonna sell the acid ball. Okay. Now that it's fully researched, does the price any different? Nope. It's the exact same. It's weird. Right, the amulet. We don't need that either. So we got Frostball to replace our Acid Ball that we originally had. Recall, Getaway, Detection. We have some extra potions of sight that we didn't have before. And we have the Stone of Lore. Wait, do we? We cannot sell that here. It's a bit unfortunate that there isn't really a good place to sell light sources, special light sources, because here we're only gonna get 2200 for it. But I really don't see myself using it. The probing ability seems pretty much useless. Auto ID is nice to have, but not crucial. And the stats are never gonna be good for us, so it's unfortunate. But yeah. Okay, well, where does that leave us? Oh, that leaves us with a quest to complete. We're obviously going to do that. See what we get for that. Oh. I hear there was still some good stuff left. You can keep anything you've found as your reward. I suppose the Stone of Lore is maybe a guaranteed find there, because I definitely seem to remember getting it. I definitely got it before, and it might have been from that quest. So maybe that was the one guaranteed reward from there. Plus, obviously, we got a bunch of other things as well. Can't really complain about the amount of loot there. And the follow-up is a level 35. Okay, the shopkeeper's secret and more about. While you were gone, I had a visit from an old friend, and we were reminiscing about the infamous shopkeeper from the ancient city. My dwarven friend always got the better end of the bargain when it came to haggling, but he met his match whenever he encountered this shopkeeper, this storekeeper. My advisor believes that the storekeeper used magic to charm his clients. Why don't you search your runes and see if you can shed some light on the matter? Well, sometime maybe. I mean, we are level 31. We're slowly becoming more powerful, I suppose. Yeah, still a long ways to go until even level 32. But we still have one level 30 quest, but that takes place inside an actual dungeon, so it's gonna be lengthy and potentially dangerous because, yeah, I don't know. What is it? Ogril? No, Ologs. Ologs, yeah. I mean, my last encounter with a pack of Ogroids was not so successful, so maybe I'm a little bit traumatized still. And Ologs are definitely, yeah, they're definitely gonna be tough. They might belong to the kind of enemies that like to throw those boulders at you, which I, talked about a while ago. And how I don't really have any good defense against that, other than just physical defense, I suppose. Just not getting hit in the first place. Killing them before they can smash you to bits. I mean, that's always the plan, but yeah, we'll see how that works out. I guess that's our best bet. So we're going to be heading to that troll cave. Right? Yeah, the troll caves. Which are up there? No, wait. These are dungeons. Dark tunnel leading to a troll cave, yeah. Okay. So I suppose technically from Outpost it's the shortest way there. Even though we have to wade through some water. That shouldn't be a problem though. Restricting magic field. Right, there's a tidal cave. Still unconquered. Mysterious Land of Oz, which definitely sounds interesting, is also a level 18, just like the Troll Cave, so definitely also an option. Mysterious Cave? No, we did clear that one. Yeah. What other options are there? There should be a level 20 dungeon somewhere. I thought, oh, yeah, up here everything's gonna be more high-level stuff. We, of course, have not been to Zool yet, which is a bit of a dangerous trek, but I'm considering it. I mean, we are level 31, so maybe we should be able to deal with that. Ah, there's the frightening entrance to the labyrinth, level 20, okay. And Camelot, also level 20. Right, okay, so we have a couple of options. And I might go back to the Dungeon of Angband and just do a little bit more grinding there. Just see if I can find anything good. And maybe gain an additional level or so for extra safety. I don't know, we'll see. For the time being, though, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.